Okay, Mike Benoit, Tyranny Busters fame. Tyranny Busters comes from Thomas Jefferson, where he said he swore an eternal hostility on the altar of God over every form of tyranny upon the mind of man. Okay, mind control. Mind control. And of course, you think you got control of your mind. You don't realize that there's probably 10 zillion lies that have been fed to you during your lifetime that are actually controlling how you control your mind or how your mind controls you. So, like taking the layer off an onion, one layer at a time, that's what Tyranny Busters is all about. Today's subject, or the subject of this video, happens to deal with, it makes my skin crawl every time I hear it. Thank you for your service to our country. People who see somebody in a uniform or showing their veterans cap, whatnot, they get a thank you for your service to our country. Yet you have not a clue of what this person did. You don't know if he stole the uniform. Okay? You don't know if he was a baby killer. You don't know anything. You know, you don't know that he might just have been somebody who was 18 years old, had no future, couldn't go to college, didn't have a job, and decides he's going to enlist. And he enlists because he gets a job, a steady paycheck, it's three squares, it's promise of an education. When he gets out, he gets paid to go to school, and it was all about for him. And then service to his country. Well, if he went over to Iraq or Afghanistan attacking people who are defending their homes against an invasion, that's not service to the American country. That's not service to my country. My country is a country that respects the sovereignty of other countries and does not invade unless we have been directly attacked. And so don't give me this 9/11 was Iraq attacking us or Afghanistan attacking us, because it wasn't. It was the 16 Saudi Arabians. Of course, can't attack them. But anyway, you're sitting there, you have no clue. The guy could be Jeffrey Dahmer. I believe Jeffrey Dahmer was in the military. And you're saying, thank you for your service to our country. Maybe he was a baby killer. Now, you can switch back to the 60s. And I was wearing the United States Army uniform. Not because I wanted to, I was drafted. In fact, it was not the 60s, it was the early 70s. It was before Nixon had ended the draft. And I know there were two kinds of people in there. People that were joining the military for a better life, and people like myself who were drafted and faced either going to jail or Canada. And yet, if we had that uniform on, we faced the terminology of baby killer. All right. Now, those people didn't know who the baby killers were from the good guys. Yeah, there were some baby killers. There were people that went over to Vietnam and did the bidding of McNamara and Johnson and Nixon and the so-called saving the world for democracy or whatever they were calling it, and fighting against communism and the destruction of millions of people and lives and property and everything else. But they weren't thank you for your service to your country then. They were all just baby killers. And that's just is equally repulsive, because you're using collectivism to label all of these people. So do me a favor, before, if you're around me and you're going up to somebody you don't know anything about them, saying thank you for service to your country, maybe do that to somebody who is waiting on you at the hamburger place, or fixes your car, or the dentist, because they're giving service. They're giving service to freedom, to the American free enterprise system, which is supposed to be a free enterprise system, and that's service to your country, because the Latin term ubi libertas ibi patriae, where there's liberty, there's my country. So, just in case that guy that in the uniform and that woman you're going up saying thank you for your service to your country or our country, you don't know. All right. They may have been a mass murderer or spy for the Russians. So please drop the objectivism, not the objectivism, the collectivism. Thank you very much. This is a presentation of Tyranny Busters, Michael Benoit.7, and MB Libertarian 7 at earthlink.net. If just examine this, tell me I'm full of, what, or examine it. Is it true? Thank you.